rigid. Diablo, did I say Diablo? Milwaukee Tool. I will tell you that there are some pretty interesting new deals here. And let's get started with some, they seem like lifestyle products from Ryobi here. And you can see here they have their, this is their hybrid Whisper 1 Plus fan. You can see here that you can use this battery or corded. It's 7.5-inch fan, and it's going to be a whisper quiet. We have some specifications here on it, but you can see 44% quieter, 24% greater velocity. It's got a 3-year limited warranty, and it's $59.97. Now, as we move down the center aisle here, you will see they have a detail scrubber. This is on their USB platform, $39.97. It's a 2 amp hour kit, $49.97 for their 2 amp hour kit. Their power scrubber, instead of the detail scrubber, it's $10 more. And then they have their power spray mop. These are all powered by Ryobi's USB lithium platform. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not, but it's literally like a little stick battery, like a battery cell, but it's proprietary to Ryobi's tools. So I don't know if we have a video, you can check it out here or here, but I think we might if you wanted to see more about that. Now, I will say that I'm not the biggest fan of Ryobi's tool accessories. I usually will tell you that if you were going to buy drill bits or different accessories for your Ryobi tools, you're going to want to buy something that's more professional or contractor grade. But I will let everybody know, when it comes to these wire wheels, I actually have a set of these. I use these to do, when I do brake replacements, I use these to clean all of my mating surfaces, $19.88, and I've gotten a lot of use out of these. When it comes to their drill and drive sets though, I'm not a huge fan unless you were going to go to this video here. It is a driver bit set from Ryobi that I actually found pretty doggone good. Go and check that one out. Before I move on to the next set of tools, I want to say hello to Kevin Smith. What's up, member? We got D-Sack is in the stream. Rob Conant, channel Chanel 1. Typed at VCG Construction, says happy Saturday. Max B49, what's up, my friend? Hello, Go Tool Reviews. Crazy Mike's here. As well as Ricardo Cintron. Matt Reyes is tapping in big time. And Kevin Smith's asked for any Makita deals. I will check for you, my friend. I will let everybody know that there are not nearly the amount of Makita deals compared to the other brands. Makita has taken somewhat of a new approach to tool sales and their tool platforms. Go here. We talked to them at length about what their strategies would be. Go and check that out if you want to know more. You can see that Ryobi also has their hole stud detector. I don't know what a hole stud detector means exactly. Like, it's not going to detect partial studs, it's going to detect hole studs. Okay? And then they have their 1 Plus 3/8 drill driver. It's a 1.4 amp hour kit. It's coming charger, battery, and drill. I will circle back to their brass wire wheel assortment set. I like this one. Matter of fact, I might buy a second to have it as a spare because I use these. And they're not like wire wheel like this, the brass ones for cleaning mating surfaces. They're not like something that's going to last a lifetime. They're going to be a consumable. They will eventually wear out. All right, you can see here they have more tool accessories. Once again, like, I haven't tried the Ryobi oscillating blade set. I haven't tried these. I will say that TTI does own Milwaukee Tool. Milwaukee Tool says they bought a manufacturer of oscillating multi-tool blades. Manufacturer of oscillating multi-tool blades. Does that make sense? I think it does. So is that same company making these blades for Ryobi as well as Milwaukee? Possibly. I don't know that they definitely are, but $19.97. I think that there probably is like better options, but I haven't tried these, so maybe they are good options. Let's move on to your choice, 99 bucks. We have their dual platform charger. I love it, 18 and 40 volts. As you know, because Ryobi has multiple voltage platforms, they're selling a multi-volt charger. I like it. And they have their 4 amp hour high performance edge battery. This is using newer battery cell technology in this edge battery. It's going to give the tools more watts. It's going to give the tools more power. It's going to power higher draw tools, as well as it's going to be able to be charged much more rapidly without experiencing degradation from jamming all those watts into this battery pack. So I think that's pretty much not a bad price for a 4 amp hour edge battery pack. We have the 1 Plus HP jigsaw, brushless jigsaw at 99 bucks, as well as that brushless 4.5 inch angle grinder. What's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you. For 159, they have that 1 Plus brad nailer. I actually do like this. Ryobi is known for having their Airstrike line of nailers. It is a coveted line of nailing tools. What's up, Balaki? How you doing? Sell me a Milwaukee motor saw. Sell you a Milwaukee motor saw? Why would you want me to sell you a Milwaukee motor saw? They're, of all the tools that Milwaukee Tool makes, is probably my least favorite tool is their motor saws. I just don't love them. It oscillates back and forth there. Carlton Zimmerman, it goes back and forth and oscillates like a oscillating fan, back and forth. I guess that's why it's called an oscillator. It doesn't vibrate, it oscillates. Let me see here. And if you have any direct questions for me, remember, do what Chanel1 has done. Type at VCG Construction so I can see your comment. It highlights it for me to see your comment. It helps me to answer any comments, questions, concerns. Also, the missus is floating around somewhere here. She's probably monitoring the stream. So if you did have a question that she sees, she will bring it to my attention, hopefully. All right, 169, they have their circular saw kit, 7.5, this is 7.25. It's coming with that 4 amp hour edge battery pack plus the charger. I actually kind of like this kit, to be honest with you. You're getting that superior cell technology in that edge pack, which you could see is 99 bucks. So pretty much you're getting a charger and the circ saw for the additional cash. What is that, $70? I don't know, why not? And it is a 1 Plus brushless circ saw too. And then they have their recip saw kit, edge technology charger for 169. I gotta tell you, seems pretty, I don't know, aggressive if you ask me. Samian says, heard the Dewalt EXL system is on sale and clearance. Is that true? We can look, Samian. All right, back to the Ryobi USB platform. Here's that pack I was talking about. I didn't know it was over here actually. You can see USB Type-C connectivity for charging. And you could, so in addition to using it in these USB powered tools, you can use this as you know, a USB Type-C charger if you wanted for smart devices, things like that. They have their 4-foot nylon braided cable, USB-C to USB-C. This is $12.97. I'll assume, and you can see they have the batteries out here. Pretty cool, actually. These are the 3 amp hours. Wow, they have a 3 amp hour in here. Maybe they're, so this is the 2. Maybe somebody picked up a 3 and they said, oh, I could get the 2 on sale. Which one, the fan?
And that little battery.
Yeah. Yep. So the missus has, it's pretty funny. So we have this fan over top her desk when she's in the home office. She clips it on to the shelf above her desk. And she's, oh, it stinks. It doesn't run very long. But you can see the size of that battery. See how small it is?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why it runs out so quickly.
The smaller the battery, the smaller the time.
It's a single cell. It's a single cell. Now, if we were to get like the 3 amp hour battery pack for that fan, it would actually run longer. I would have to scan this. I wonder if these 3 amp hours, let me scan that, see how much they actually are. You can see, oh, they also have that USB. What is the question?
I didn't know if there was like a time limit on the battery.
I don't know exactly how long it would run with that 3 amp hour battery pack. What's up, Nemo? We appreciate that $5 holla. Thank you so much. Ryobi needs a new color scheme. I gotta be honest with everybody. I actually like Hive, and Mr. Rogers, we appreciate that. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I actually like the High-Vis green. That's just me. I know a lot of you do not like it. Here's the deal with it. A lot of people that actually do use Ryobi tools say that they love it because no one else will steal their tools because they're so ugly. What's up, Eric Felix? The arch criminal is here. We use the USB flashlight and batteries when we go hiking. I mean, I think that it's a very handy platform, to be honest with you, for lifestyle, you know? Let me see here. So this is the 3 amp hour battery pack. It says, we're sorry, this product isn't available at this store, which is not true. I would love to. So this is the 3 amp hour. So the 3 amp hour online is $39.97. It was probably the same price here in store, or that's being clearanced out. Maybe we should have somebody scan that. But this is $24.97 for the 2 amp hour. So you get a full extra amp hour. You could have somebody with a scanner, because it says it's not here. It might be on clearance, so it might be a lot cheaper than we know of. You can see they have that high volume inflator. It's a 2 amp hour kit. The flashlight. We have the screwdriver kit, as well as that fan. We need more power for the fan. Now that does not power this hybrid fan. This hybrid fan is on the 18-volt platform, or you can plug this bad boy in. Rigid has some tools as well. $49, they have their subcompact brushless magnetic clamp fan, $49. This thing's actually pretty doggone cool. Then we have for $59, the 18-volt digital inflator. For $99, we have the job site fan 4 amp hour kit, charger, battery, fan. Thank you, sir. So that 3 amp hour pack is indeed online. It is $34, and in store it is $34. Which I was kind of expecting. It was funny that it showed up that it wasn't. It's funny that it didn't show up that it was in stock. Wow. Yo, dude. Max, do me a favor. So, Max just is talking about, let me see here. Why is this not working? This is very odd. There we go. Max just left the comment. Says, news from Buffalo, New York. Burglary rings are increasingly posing these contractors to cover. Let me see here. To cover home break-ins during middle of the day. Do me a favor, Max. Do me a favor. Can you direct message me the article, please? I think it would be. You know what's making me pretty sick? It's aggravating me. I am receiving more spam phone calls, spam text messages, and spam emails than ever before. Okay, that's number one. Here's the thing. I'm pretty savvy, and the missus and like my younger friends, the co-workers, we're pretty savvy. The thing is that I think that it's predatory against older people that are not aware of these scams and what to look for. So they're the big losers in this because they're not used to it. Somebody calls up and says, you know, for instance, we're getting the Department of Transportation sends text messages. This is the Department of Transportation. Then you can look at the address that's sending it and realize that that's not the Department of Transportation. But somebody that's elderly that's reading that, the Department of Transportation, they might be tricked into being scammed, and it makes it really, 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 like, it turns my stomach that people are so predatory towards our seniors and older population. It makes my stomach turn. So with that being said, Max, I would love to maybe do some content talking about the people that are dressing as contractors. It's pretty funny. It's not long ago I saw an article it was an article myself or a piece of content talking about how if you throw a high vis vest on, you could almost go anywhere. Like people are like, oh, they're a contractor, they're working, and you could pretty much get into spaces where people would think you couldn't normally get into. So if you have an article, I'd like to actually make some content, send it over to me. Samian, we appreciate that $5 holla. He says, I was contracted to do some work states away, and after flying out, they only had Ryobi tools. I will say they worked better than my bare hands, but barely. I will tell you this much, bro. I mean, they will get the job done. Here's the thing. Sometimes if you're working out of your area, it's almost like the U.S. military. You bring what tools you need, and then you possibly just leave them there for someone else to use in the future. Let me see. Topo Chem says, I would love to see some heads-to-heads comparisons, Diablo and Spider. Tell me exactly what you want to see, because Chocakilla says, same here, and I'd rather use my hands. Topo Chem, I want to know exactly what head-to-heads you want to see. We will do it. We will definitely do it. And the funny part is that I feel like that would be a Lowe's versus Home Depot type thing, somewhat. Not necessarily, because both brands are you're able to purchase them at contractor supplies as well. So it's not necessarily, but you can't buy Diablo over at Lowe's, and you surely can't buy Spider here at Home Depot. So it is almost like the battle of the big boxes. All right. Let's get back to it. We got Rigid, $89, their half-inch drill driver kit. It's come with 2 amp hour battery, charger, bag. I will say that with Ryobi and Rigid, these little compact chargers, they're not the fastest chargers. So don't if you're looking for stuff batteries to be rapidly charged, these are not it. Just saying, these are not the droids you are looking for. $129, you get the 2-tool combo. 2 amp hour batteries, the charger bag. You have their 1/4-inch impact driver and their 1/2-inch drill driver. I will say that Rigid has done a pretty doggone good job of really becoming overpowered with their batteries, and some of their brushless tools are really like class leading, maybe even more powerful than Big Brother Milwaukee Tool. It's pretty impressive, actually, especially when you're pairing some of these tools with their higher amp hour battery packs. So keep an eye. And the thing is that I feel like they're becoming very aggressive in their pricing as well. Their Rigid is looking to capture more residential construction contractors. ResCon is their focus, where Big Brother or Big Sister Milwaukee is more specialty, commercial, industrial contractors. Now, do they have the tools to serve residential contractors? Sure they do. Of course they do, Milwaukee. But Rigid's focus is not necessarily all the specialty trades, pro press and things of that nature, like Milwaukee. This is more residential construction is their focus. Dewalt has a whole bunch of new tool deals in store. It's pretty funny. What's up, Corn Farts? How you doing? So for $199, I'm wondering if this is going to turn into something in the near future. $199. Dewalt has their 20-volt max 6 amp hour, 4 amp hour battery starter kit. So you're getting that standard Dewalt 6 amp hour pack, 4 amp hour pack, and a charger. They also have some other kits down here. They have the atomic hammer drill. Okay, this is a more of a lightweight, compact hammer drill. It does have a plastic chuck. It is a 1/2-inch hammer drill. It's at $179 with a 5 amp hour battery and a charger. It's a big bargain, actually. Then at $179, they have the 850 brushless 1/4-inch impact driver kit. This is DeWalt's most compact impact driver. $179. It's coming 5 amp hour charger and a bag. We have the 20-volt max oscillating multi-tool. This is not the XR. This is the 20-volt max atomic at $149. Bare tool. They have the 3/8 ratchet at $179. If we circle around, the Dewalt Tough System 2.0, they have their organizer, deep organizer, 10 compartments, $49.98. They have some hand tools here as well. This is ludicrous. I will tell you this much. You could not convince me there's no way. $33.97. This is the 25-foot inch and a quarter tape measure. Inch and a quarter width tape measure. This is their Tough Series tape measure. I'm gonna tell you right now, before you spend $34 on that tape measure, go to this video right here. Go and check that out. Because I gotta be honest with you, it's a lot of do-re-mi for this tape measure. You can't even see the tape measure, I gotta spin it around. What's up, Jeffrey Massey? Go and check that video out before you buy it. Just saying. Here's the deal. It's got a 100-foot drop rating. It's got a 100-foot drop rating. I almost feel like I want to drop this off of something that's 100 feet high. 100-foot, I haven't heard anything. It does have a lifetime warranty. The scale is double-sided, so you have your scale on the front side, but you also have it on the back side. That definitely does come in handy. It does have a highly visible scale. But they're claiming 17-foot max reach. So it's not necessarily 17 foot of standout, okay? It's not necessarily 17 foot worth of standout. It's max reach. I will tell you though, so we're at 7 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot. You can see 9 foot, 10 foot, 11 foot, 12 foot. That's pretty good, actually. 13 foot. So we actually made it to 14 foot on the blade. So if you think about it, the width of my arms, let's just say 5, 6 foot average width, 14 foot. You could almost, if you're gonna support it with your left hand at 14 foot while you're holding it with your right hand, that additional 6 foot on top of 14 foot would give you like a max reach of like 20 feet. So it could potentially exceed its claim of 17 foot. But here's the deal. If you wanted to see the actual max reach of that tape or the actual standout, go to that video. We've tested it with a radio-controlled tape measure deployment mechanism that we fabricated and made, so there would be no human error, no human involvement in deploying the tape measure. Go and check it out. The most scientific tool testing. That's, if you don't know, now you know. You found it right here. Okay, $22.97, 9-inch torpedo level from Dewalt. It looks really nice. I like this. You could set pitch with this. Nice big magnets there. They have a 3-piece wood chisel set, $26.97. What's the widths on those? So, 1 inch, 3/4, and 1/2 inch, as well as their strike driver tool demo. What the heck is it? Like, who came up with the signage? Like, Balaki. Who at Dewalt's been talking to our friends about signage? 3/8 strike driver tool demo. How come they don't call this like the 3/8 strike demo? Oh, they did. 3/8 strike driver demo tool. It's my dyslexia, forgive me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't read. Oh my God. I'm so ashamed of myself. I couldn't, I was mixing my words up. Oh my God. You ain't kidding. If they hire me, Milwaukee, that's what they'd be hiring me. You know what I mean? I got my Sicilian heritage. $279. We got the Milwaukee M18 24-inch Gen 2 hedge trimmer tool only at $279. You can see this. Look at it. Look at. Why aren't ruler markings standard on big levels? Why aren't ruler marking standard on big levels? I gotta be honest with you. What do you mean, like mandatory? Like, what are you saying? Like, you're telling me you want the government to make that like a standard that if you're making a big level, you have to put like measurements on there? Like, what is it you're saying? Like, what is it I'm confused. Tell me what you mean. Yo, Milwaukee says Palermo here. All right, then we have the 8-inch. This is the M18 fuel hatchet, Bear Tool 279. You can measure it with them. Just seems like common sense. Steve Gal, I gotta tell you, Steve, I do not disagree with you. I think it would be some common sense. But, you know, here's the deal. They probably tried to make it standard. And you know what happened? People were like, I don't need those measurements. I don't want to pay for the extra money. I already had a tape measure. I'm not going to pay the extra money to put the measurements on my level. So I want the level without it. And then it became in this whole thing, and then they removed it. Even though you think it's more handy, people start to complain about the extra cost that might be incurred. I'm just saying. All right. I'm going to look around for any deals here in Packout. I'm not seeing anything that we've not gone over very recently. I've not actually gone. I don't think I went over the link last week. I don't think that they had it. They do have a whole bunch of these, and here's the deal. The Ryobi Link Speed Bench, we don't have this. I know that Clint over at Tool Review Zone does a lot with Ryobi as far as reviews. He's reviewed this bench. I'm pretty sure he loved this bench. This is $20 off right now. It was $199. It is $179. If you wanted more info, you probably should go and check it out over at the Tool Review Zone. You can see his thoughts on it. You know Shaka Gillis' thoughts on it. So, but I'm just saying, mark those down $20. If you've been waiting for them, maybe you go and check it out. What's up there, Ike Roebuck? Black Monday? What's BMS?
I have no idea.
Cause I'm no good with I'm no good with the acronyms. Cause you put me on the spot here. I have no idea. BMSM. What is that? I have no idea. We have some Husky deals. I feel like we went over these last week, so I'm not going to go over them again because there are so many other deals, like the ones from Diablo here, to go over. We're going to go over them in just a second. I just want to circle back around. We got that Crescent Sight Runner for $2.99. They have a whole bunch of those. Buy more, save more. Cuz.
Oh, buy more, save more.
It makes such sense. I'm just sobbing. It's just my, you know what I mean? It's my poor education. You know what I mean? I'm sorry with the acronyms. Buy more, save more. I have to go back to the original comment now. Vince, any deals coming up? Like I got to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you right now. This is I'm going to tell everybody the same thing I've been saying now for 2 weeks. Here's the deal. We have gotten word that prices across all product lines for Milwaukee Tool are going up Monday, August 4th. Now, will they run deals that bring those prices back down to what the pricing is now? Possibly. Maybe that's going to be the whole play. But I am not hearing anything about prices going down. I'm hearing about prices going up. So I've been telling everybody, like, if you've been planning to buy something, now might not be the bad time to do it because you might pay more come a week or two from now. Just saying. Okay? Hear me now. Listen to me now and hear me later. Okay? We have some, I like the mechanics tools from Husky right now. I do like the bite sets. They come in a nice little organization, little organizer. What blade of what? What knife? I have nothing. Listen, if this is going to become a regular thing again, like every Saturday, I will bring a different knife every Saturday. But tonight I have my EDC. It's my Shaman. This is literally become my favorite pocket knife. Has nice jimping at the top here. We have jimping in the finger choil. Is it S30V? S30V steel. It's stone washed. It's got G10 scales. I love the knife. That is literally become my favorite knife. That has been in my pocket since I bought it. I don't remember. Knife might be like what? You think that knife's 2 years old?
I'd say 3.
Maybe 3 years old, maybe 2 years. I'm thinking 2 years old.
I think you just bought it for your brother, right?
I did. I like that knife so much that was my brother's birthday. It's your cart now. I like that knife so much. Did I get it for him for his birthday or for Christmas? Did I get that knife for my brother for his birthday or for Christmas?
For Christmas.
I got it for Christmas. It's a great Christmas present. All right, let's go on to the Diablo deals. $9.88, six-piece spade bit set. They're giving you 2 additional bits for free, 9/16 and 11/16. You can see here, it's going from 3/8 to 1 inch. There's no organization in there. Like, you're not getting a roll up or anything. You're just getting the bits. So if you already have like a roll up and you've worn down those bits, you could replace those if you have an index or whatever. $9.88. They have the Wood Demon 10-inch 40 teeth saw blade at $49.97. They have the 90 tooth or 90 teethuses, $59.97. 10-inch, and for $74.97, I gotta be honest with you, I feel like this is the most maybe not. 100 teeth, 12 inches, $74.97. Now, I feel like Diablo is going full court press on this. Here's the deal. I'm gonna come back to this in 1 second because there's a lot to talk about with that display. But I find it very peculiar. It's like no holds barred, Home Depot. They have 2 packs of 9-inch pruning blades, $8.97 for the 9-inch. It is $11.97 for the 12-inch. They are carbide teethuses on those. Okay, if we circle around, we have more of the spade bit sets. We have our large circular saw blades, and we're back at the 7 1/4 again. Now you can see here. 60 teeth, 7 1/4. This is for ultimate finish cuts, $24.97. Looks like a new kind of visual on the blade itself. The 40 tooth is $14.97. 40 tooth, 7 1/4. Here's the deal. We have the 7 1/4 inch, 24 tooth Demo Demon saw blade for $14.97. I find it ironic that they've put this front and center in center aisle at the depot right now, because Milwaukee Tool has just released their demo blade. I think it was like a week or 2 ago, and it is $10 more expensive, and in my opinion, it is $10 more expensive at like 25 bucks for what I believe is a less advanced demo blade. So there is a lot of technology that's built into the Demo Demon compared to the Milwaukee, but Milwaukee actually has done some testing that when we did some testing. You know what, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Go to this video here to see the testing and what we have found when it comes to these blades. But I think isn't it ironic? Don't you think? For $14.97, Diablo's decided to put their gondola here in the center aisle at the Home Depot. Soundwaves says circular saw for $196. Is that a buy? The 2830. I have no idea what the 2830 is because I'm not a repository of product numbers, but it could be. It could be there. I'm going to check in a minute. If you tell me exactly what saw that is, I would have a better chance of letting you know what I think. Like, is it a right line of sight, left line of sight? Is it a rear handle? Is it a sidewinder? Here's Makita. Here it is. Now. I'm not seeing anything crazy here. M12 deals. Are these still running, and when do they run to? I'm not seeing it expires A3. So you have a few more days on this. When you buy one of these kits on the M12 platform, you're getting one of these free bare tools. I've been featuring this little Bluetooth pack-out capable speaker on the channel lately. Here's the deal. We've been finding this on special recently. I'm in full disclosure, I love the idea of it. I don't own one though. I don't know if those are, I don't believe they are, actually. They don't seem to be magnets. All right, who was that? The 2830. So here is the 2830. I will let everybody know that Soundwave says he's getting this saw for $196. I will assume that the prices will vary per your location. In our location, that circular saw that Soundwaves is talking about is actually been discounted from $279. This is bare tool. $279 to $223. It is the Gen 1 rear handle 7¼ inch Milwaukee circ saw. So do I think it's a buy? Yes, it's definitely cheaper than $223. So if you've been thinking about it, maybe you do buy it. I will say that in this location, there is at least 1, 2, looks like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a whole bunch of these saws. So I will say that if you're seeing it $196, it's probably not a bad price, but if they have a whole bunch of inventory, maybe it will go even cheaper if they're hanging on. Of course. You know the funny part is, I just scanned this.
Oh, it is 196. Wow.
So these are 196 in this location as well. So, all kidding aside, I guess it might be a store-wide deal. Maybe you grab them. There's a whole bunch of them here. Aisle 12 on the end cap. Pretty cool. Good looking. Who was that? Good looking out, Soundwaves. I like the sound of that. Get it, Soundwaves? See what I did there? See what I did there, Soundwaves? All right, let's take a look at some of the new Dewalt deals. They've got new tool savings from Dewalt. You can see here, and there's been a big push by Dewalt to streamline their lines, as well as their kits to make it less confusing. But we're seeing a big push in stores of different kits. So they're trying to cut back on the different nomenclature of kits and how things are labeled. But I will say what they're doing is they're taking the same tools and building different kits and calling them different things, like the woodworker kit or things of that nature. What's up there, Tolga? You can see here, this doesn't necessarily have a name, but this is for $399. The Atomic 20-volt brushless 4-tool Kiambo kit. It's got two 2-amp-hour batteries. It has a charger, one-handed recip saw. It has the oscillating multi-tool, drill driver, and an impact driver. This looks to be the 840. This is a pretty doggone good impact driver, in my opinion. The funny part, yes. So the funny part is that although they're calling this the Atomic kit, this is not the Atomic impact driver. This is the 840. The 850 is the Atomic impact driver. Here's the funny part about it though. I actually like this better than the 850, even though it's not as compact lengthwise. Does that make any sense? $399, like that one a lot. Okay, they have the 129, this is a 6.5. Always liked 6.5s, okay, regardless of the brand, because I like left line of sight. 129 on the Dewalt 20-volt max. They have the 20-volt max recip saw at 129. Don't love this recip saw. Just full disclosure. It will get the job done, but I think at that price point, I would suggest to spend a couple extra bucks than to pick up this circ saw. The Catches is in the stream. He says, do they got skill at Depot or are they just at Lowe's? They're just at Lowe's, Nick Catches. What's up, Adam Mendoza? What would be better than the Atomic brand or the XR brand? Definitely XR all day long over. XR is their top of the line 20 volt. Atomic is contractor grade. It's just their more compact, lightweight segment. And when I say streamline, what they're looking to do is they're going to, once inventory's all gone, I suppose, what they have in stock, they're, instead of calling like flex volt advantage and power detect, and they're getting rid of all of that, it's very confusing for the consumer. They're getting rid of all of that, and they're going to bring it all under that 20 volt max or XR brand, line, name. That makes sense. At least that's what they told us. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they changed their mind. You know, it's like the weather. You never know. They change their minds day after day. Okay, 129. They have the 4.5 to 5 inch angle grinder. They have the 20 volt max. This is not the XR jigsaw bare tool. Okay, here we go. Free starter kit. This is the Flex Volt 20 volt, 60 volt, 6 amp hour starter kit. You're going to get that for free when you buy one of these. These are actual these are not Flex Volt Advantage. These are indeed Flex Volt tools. These operate at 60 volts max. $279 for the 4.5 to 6 inch small angle grinder with brake. They have the 7 inch angle grinder for $299. They have a they have a 12 amp hour Flex Volt battery pack at $319. Now, here's the deal with this 12 amp hour battery pack. At 20 volts, it is 12 amp hours. At 60 volts, it is like, is it 4, 8, 12? I think it's 4 amp hours. So when you're using it in that capacity, you're getting the higher efficiency of 60 volts, but the tank is the tank, so to speak. The total watts out will always be the total watts out. So at 20 volts, it is 12 amp hours. At 60 volts, it is 4 amp hours. And then you have for $299, this is the Flex Volt recip saw. If you buy any one of those bare tools, you're getting that free starter kits. Let's ease on down the road. Same starter kit here, 6 amp hour and 6 amp hour charger. 6 amp hour and 6 amp hour charger. They have the Flex Volt 7.25 inch circ saw. You have once again, the 12 amp hour battery pack at $319, or you have their 1.25 inch SDS Plus rotary hammer at $499. This thing's a beast. Yo, World of Concrete with my main man, Chris. You can go and check that rotary hammer in action. $499, you're getting that free Flex Volt starter kit. Pretty cool. All right. As we move on down, 22 inch hedge trimmer, tool only, is marked down from $179 to $149. They have the quarter sheet sander from $169 to $129. These are all 20 volt max tools. These do not require Flex Volts. They do have, now this is more my style, was $239, is $189. This is the barrel grip style XR jigsaw. I like that at $189. I gotta be honest with you. I would spend the extra $60, no questions asked. All day long. I would spend the extra $60 and get this jigsaw over the D handle. And then they have the 845 XR impact driver, was $219, is $179. Any idea on where to find 6 inch grinder blades for Milwaukee angle grinder? Yeah, down this aisle over here. Let me go look. I think you're in between, like on a crazy size. So you're telling me you're not finding them anywhere. You're not finding exactly what you need. Is that what you're telling me? What is it? What exactly is it that you need?
We asked that question. He said right.
Does the barrel grip jigsaw allow for a variable speed? Let me look. I think that I don't know offhand if this is a variable speed jigsaw, only because I think the variable speeds allow you to tailor for different materials. I'd have to look into that, Max. Okay, as we move on down, we have the Dewalt pinner. It's coming battery, 2 amp hour battery charger, and the pinner at $349. I love them. You know me, I love a pin nailer. Then for $129, they have the standard 6 amp hour Dewalt battery. You can see here, they're calling this cordless, the cordless 20 volt lithium ion cordless brushless 2-tool drywall kit. $299. You're getting 2 amp hour batteries, getting that spiral saw, the drywall screwdriver in a bag at $299. I gotta tell you, that's like the going price. I will say though, I'm pretty sure I saw a kit that included 5 amp hour batteries. I'm gonna have to look around on this. I feel like there was a little bit more bang for your buck in the competitor's drywall kit. I have to confirm that though. They have the 16 gauge straight finish nailer at $399. That is bare tool. And then for $449, they have the 21 degree framing nailer. If you wanted to find out about DeWalt's framing nailers and the difference between DeWalt's framing nailers compared to the competition, you can go to this video right here and find out why you might not have to worry about things like nitrogen tanks or whatever the heck kind of tanks, like going flat and your nailer's not working. Go and check that out. Okay, they have the bagless stick vac at $129. They have a 2-pack of 6 amp hour flex volt batteries at $239. That's actually pretty doggone good. Then they have the atomic hammer drill and impact driver kit at $279. It's coming 5 amp hour battery, 2 amp hour battery charger in a bag. Yo, we got some corded options. Yo, it looks like DeWalt's not giving up on Old Faithfuls. Go to this video right here and find out what Milwaukee, they're discontinuing a whole host of tools. And let me know if you actually got the notification, all the people in the chat. Did you get the notification for the video about all the discontinued? We have a list, it was leaked to us, a list of discontinued tools from Milwaukee Tool. Let me know if you've got that notification. Let me know if you saw the video. I'm gonna link it here for all of you to see. But DeWalt is not giving up, it seems. They have their 7.8 amp hour half-inch hammer drill at $119, down from $139. It is reversible. It is variable speed. It requires 0 batteries. They have the 7.8 amp hour half-inch variable speed reversing drill. This is not the hammer version. This is bizarre. It is more compact. I gotta be honest with you, depending on what you're doing though. Like, why is the hammer drill? Is it just because it's more compact? Like, I'd be taking the hammer drill over the standard drill all day long. Why is the normal price $139 compared to $169? This is like their whole shooter. I have this drill. I bought it at auction for $10. It still runs. I bought it at auction like maybe 10 years ago or more. Crazy. Like, I bought it for like $10 and it's still awesome, right? But why is the regular price $169 compared to the hammer version for $139? Is it just because it's bigger? It's crazy. I don't know. Then they have the 12 amp hour variable speed recip saw at $129. They have their 5.5 amp jigsaw kit. I don't know, kit, it's a D handle with a cord. I mean, look, you don't need any batteries. They have a 4.5 inch angle grinder, $74. They have the 4.5 inch 11 amp angle grinder at $99. Then they have the random orbital sander at $84, was $99. I have this random orbital sander, actually. Love it. Love it. It's made me a ton of money. Made me a ton of money for fixture installs, fixture repairs. I love this random orbital sander. And then they have the sheet sander, $69. I mean, but it is a like, the cost of entry on these corded tools is inexpensive. You don't have to worry about. I guess I was just born in a different time. You know, I've been in the trade so long. Like, we didn't have to worry about picking the perfect battery platform. We bought maybe the convenience tools that we needed that were battery operated. I mean, first of all, I didn't even have battery operated drills when I started. We had corded drills, corded screw guns. But even when we started to adopt like the NiCad on Makita or Dewalt years ago, we still bought all the outlier tools were corded tools. You know, we bought the best from each brand. It just was what it was. Let me see here. Chanel says, can you explain the random part of random orbital sander? Never understood. So what happens is, with a random orbital sander, this is not a, it's not a, it doesn't just spin. This is the orbit of the sandpaper on the backer, okay, it's an orbit. So instead of, and the name of the standard rotational sander is going to escape me, but what would you call a standard, like a standard sander, like a rotating sander? I can't think of the name of it right now, but the random orbital sander, what it does is it creates it, the spin here is in an orbit, like literally like in this, instead of just spinning, right? And what it does is, because of that orbit, it creates less of a chance of damaging your work material because of that orbit. It's not going to burn in, like even when you're going to use like a polisher on your car, you unless you're highly skilled with a standard rotating polisher, you're always going to want to use a polisher that is an orbital polisher, because it reduces the chance of burn-in or removing too much material in a single spot or creating swirls or sanding marks. So the orbit is, I mean, I like it, you know. Is it for less, you know, is it for less proficient operator? Maybe. I don't know. I like it because it has saved me multiple times. Like, it's just a good tool. It's a good tool for me. What happened?
60% off.
What's 60% off? So M18 Fuel dual battery string trimmer for $2.99, 60% off. Found in aisle 45, bay 1. So what they've done is, yo, is that a kit? Holy moly. So they have, I feel like we've gone over this one before though. So this is the dual battery string trimmer. This is the M36 platform. This kit on this string trimmer was $699. It includes two 8 amp hour high output batteries, a dual bay charger, plus the string trimmer. It is down $400 to $299. I mean, look, here's the deal. It's not a bad way to get the batteries and the dual charger and have the string trimmer. It is not like a quick lock system though. This is a dedicated string trimmer. But it's a doggone good price. I wonder what it would scan at. I wonder if it would scan even cheaper. That would just make my night if it did. Do me a favor. You hold this for me. No! Scratch my watch. Aha. Yeah, that's cool. Sure. The box is so awkward. So it is indeed $2.99. Did not scan cheaper. I was hoping that it would, but it did not. They have What is this? $629. So they've marked down the M18 backpack blower. Is this a kit too? It isn't. Whoa, yo. Now here's the deal. Yeah, what? So this kit, this backpack blower kit, including two 12 amp hour Forge battery packs. If you don't know about Forge, why you should be using Forge battery packs, and the newer lithium ion technology, go to this video right here, okay? This backpack blower is the most powerful from Milwaukee Tool. It is not necessarily the most powerful backpack blower from or the battery operated backpack blowers, but this is Milwaukee's most powerful. It is indeed including two 12 amp hour Forge battery packs and a dual rapid charger, and the blower itself was $800. They have it marked down to $629.10. So, I mean, once again, you're talking, I think that those 12 amp hour Forge battery packs are like $300 a piece right now. $300 a piece. So that means you're getting the charger, dual bay charger, and the blower for like $29. That's crazy, actually. I'm gonna go check. So, two things I'm gonna go check right now. Let's go check for some batteries. There are no Makita deals. I would love to share Makita deals. So, here's the hilarious part. 6 amp hour Forge battery pack using pouch lithium, $249. 8 amp hour Forge battery pack using tablets 21700 cells, $249. 12 amp hour Forge battery pack using tablets 21700 cells, $299. So there are $300 a piece for those battery packs. There's two of them in that kit. That's backpack blower. I mean, like, if you wanted the batteries and you wanted to get the blower and a charger, I mean, you know, why not? I mean, that would be the way to go. I think that there might be there's better options for leaf blowers, in my opinion. It is what it is. But some of you don't care. Some of you say, hey, Vince, you know I love Milwaukee, so I gotta buy everything that's red. I do love the pack out capable kits. They just make organizing everything so much easier. It is what it is. I love the idea that Milwaukee is getting deeper into systems. I like when everything, I'm like, you know, if I'm wearing Adidas sneakers, I'm wearing Adidas socks. If I'm wearing Adidas socks, then that means I'm gonna be wearing my Adidas tracksuit that day. I like when everything matches. And I love that my kits don't have to go bouncing around in a pack out box where I don't know where they're at, not gonna be able to find them. Everything's going to be super organized. And when you're super organized, that means you get all of your work done faster. You know exactly where everything is. That means you're in and out quicker. It means you're billing faster. You're charging less to your clients. And that means that if you're able to charge less to your clients for superior work that gets done quicker, you're gonna be getting more phone calls. It just is what it is. It's a trickle effect. I love it. I love it. What else did they ask me for? I did not. I'm gonna hit the back aisle. I did not see DXL up. I did not see DXL up front. Remember, type at Chanel. Can you explain? Oh, I got that part. Any news on the new promos, Vince? Next promos. You think there will be some better ones for M12 or Makita? I gotta be honest with you. I'm like, I hate to be like this. I'm just going to repeat the same thing I've been repeating. The only thing that I have heard is that the horizon does not look great for promos, and that prices across the board are going up for Milwaukee Monday, August 4th, starting Monday, August 4th. So I would get subscribed and enable all notifications, because you know we make all kinds of special deals happen around here. We don't stand for that. We never pay full price for tools. Okay? So if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed and enable notifications, because for the normal people, for the lay person, for the normie, prices are going up. For all you guys, we're going to have special deals.
They did ask, is it just going to be at Home Depot or Milwaukee?
No, everywhere. Milwaukee everywhere. Zero Cool. You're always cool. Here you go. Here's your. Oh, he wanted 6. He's saying he wanted 6-inch.
Yeah, 6-inch Milwaukee.
So like you have like you have like your 5s, like if you need something like in particularly specific, I mean, but like here you go, like here's your grinding wheel. You got a 6-inch Diablo, 6-inch cutoff wheels. Like I don't like. Are you saying that you want Milwaukee? And then my question to you would be like, why? Like I think that Milwaukee makes great tools. Do they make the best when it comes to like the best blades, the best grinder wheels? No. I think that they should probably stay in their lane a lot of times, but they just want to make everything for everyone. There's a lot of stuff though. I would agree. I speak out of both sides of my mouth. Like I say that with one breath, but then of course, like I will always say that if people have stuff that works, they know it works. They don't want to have to think about it. Like if they want to buy, they buy tools that work. I guess they think to themselves, why not just buy the blades that work from the same company, or the bits, or I know this will work together, or I guess there's a whole bunch of reasons why people would want to buy those Milwaukee blades.
He said it doesn't have to be Milwaukee. Don't want to use small flat wheels.
I don't know, cuz I'll have to do some research. Put it down in the comments section. What you could do is put it in the comment section, and I will ask my retail partners that we do deals. If you put it front and center, I will see what's going on. I will ask them what they have. Listen, do me a favor though. You have to tell me exactly what you're looking for, and I will source multiple options for you, and I will make it part of like a deal stream this week. I'll put it in there specifically for you. I'll do that for all of you. You have to just put it in front of me enough that I see it, that I remember to do it. All right. Everybody knows I love my flashlights. Anybody's still making good handsaws. I think that it's one of them things. Like if you really wanted like a great handsaw, Max B49, like you're not going to go to. First of all, when it comes to that type of stuff, I always feel like the competition for Home Depot has like a better hand tool selection at this point. I just do. I just do. That's number one. But I feel like there are a lot of situations where you still use a handsaw for certain things. And I think you go to a contractor supply. They have some deals going on, these crescent wrenches. So they have that 18 adjustable crescent. Was $49.97, it's down to $42. Man. Here you go. Here's your channel lock selection at the Home Depot. That's it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 SKUs right here. That's it. I don't see it as not a single. They don't even have, what's up, Ike? We appreciate that. I love channel locks, the end nippers and cut pliers, what they call them. I call them end nippers. But they don't even have the ones that I buy, that I love. Like Roebuck with a $2 holla. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. We appreciate you tuning in and watching. Do you see any handsaws? Like I'm literally.
The thing we have down in the basement. Like
The message just said, like the things we have down in the basement. It's true. Like I literally have old handsaws in the basement. Matter of fact, I have a couple in the trailer. I have some at the office. I have some at the house. Because if I need to cut something and I don't have batteries, I just pull out the handsaw. It just is what it is. Yes. So I will say that they do have a nice selection of handsaws here. And the reason I say that is because I do like the 5-in-1 hacksaw frame from Dewalt. They also have the Stanley. I've bought this combo plenty of times. I like the frame, and then I like the mini hacksaw at $21.97. I actually like this kit. I don't mind that at all. I would probably buy the Stanleys here, but I have a bunch of old wood-handled crosscut saws. So it is what it is. But look at the prices on them. They're relatively inexpensive.
The one down in the basement is wood handle, I think.
They're wood handles, yep. actually have this mini utility, this 10-inch mini utility at $20.97. The funny part is that this mini utility saw, it probably hasn't really budged in price in 20 years. I mean, I don't know. I remember like, you know, they even have motor boxes here. Like I remember as a young tradesperson wanting to buy more and more tools because I remember buying more and more tools because I wanted to be more of an asset on the job site. I wanted to be able to do more things for my customers and clients, you know, and the people I was working for. I just wanted to have the tools to do the job. So, but I don't know, like, I just remember buying like hand saws and like the meat saws, drywall, you know, when I call them meat saws, like the big tooth drywall saws for cutting door openings. Like we didn't have spiral saws. Like we did, everything was hand. The hand is the best tool. I mean, you know, I just, look at it. I mean, look at it. I mean, they have they have a ton of SKUs now. Where, and here's the deal, I don't necessarily like, this is the Dremel SKUs. So Dremel is owned by Bosch. Diablo is owned by Bosch. You know, Milwaukee's owned by TTI. My point is that, are there any less SKUs here from Diablo? I don't necessarily think there are. I think that the Milwaukee SKUs here in Oscillating Multi-Tool is actually been taken from Dremel, not Bosch, or I'm sorry, not Diablo. Were you able to find out if the other companies will match Milwaukee with the price hike in August, or it will be a trickle effect? I have no formal word, but if you, once again, if you put it in front of me in the comment section of this video, I will make it a point to get those feelers out to give you better information. I promise. You just have to stay on top of me. I want to say a special thank you to each and every one of you that have contributed to the stream, because paying for bandwidth, it's not free. Buying cell phones, audio equipment. I have to bribe the store to let me come in and do the streams, otherwise big security guys will throw me out. No. He said, nah. Thanks, brother. You too. Nah, I'm only kidding. But I want to say thank you to all the channel members, anyone that has monetarily contributed to the stream. They help to make this possible. I want to say thank you to the Mod Squad for being here, helping to keep the chat G rated, because everybody knows the best way to get from A to Z is to keep it VCG rated. And finally, I want to say a special thank you to each and every one of you, the very coolest community on all of the interwebs, for everything that you contribute to the streams and the videos and the channel. All of the views, all of the likes, all of the chat, all of the comments, all of the love. You are the coolest community on all the interwebs, and I appreciate every single one of you. You all have homework this week. You have to, this week, right, have to put down in the comments section, because we're back full force. You have to put down in the comment section what deals you want to make happen this coming week, so I can twist the arms over at the retailers to make them happen and come up. So please let me know what you want to see. Thank you for being here, See Adama. It's time for us to try to go eat dinner. I don't know, the missus is, the missus is like, if the restaurant's all closed, and I have to be nourished. All right, so I hope you all have a great weekend and have the best week ever, and I hope to see you all on the next video. Go and make sure you leave a comment on this video. Everybody's like, oh, I don't want it to end. It doesn't have to end. You could just make it continue right here. What's up, brother?
Hey.
How you doing?
Sam.
How you doing, Sam? I'm Vince. Nice to meet you.
And I want to show you, so I know you said you really like pocket knives. So brought a couple actually. So this is